Hello again and welcome. I'm Kenzie Brown, your emotional energy coach, and this is April's Illuminating 2020. I have to apologize for last month. March, I tried 3 different times to make a recording, and something went wrong with each one. So I finally asked Spirit, do you wish me to record this? And I got a big fat no. So I just let it all go. But we're back today talking about the month of April. And here we are, the very last day. It's hard to believe. Tomorrow's May 1st. I have to say I was very challenged by what I was going to talk about. So much has been happening, so many shifts and so forth going on. I really didn't know where to begin. And then I read a channeling from a group of angelic beings that I have followed probably over 25 years. They've never led me wrong. And I decided to base my little video login on this particular channeling. Some of this I'm going to be reading. Some of this I've sort of shifted around and used my own verbiage. So with that information, here we go. As you all know, our planet is shifting into something we are all experiencing, the whole world. It's a whole new transformation. Nothing is really going to be the same as it was before. Being placed in quarantine has caused us all to reflect on our jobs. Are you working from home now? Maybe when it lifts, you'll want to continue doing that and only go in the office once a day, or once a week, excuse me. Also, how are you living every day? Do you want to shift and change that? What about your relationships? We've got marriage, we've got partners, we've got friendships, family. A lot of those dynamics have shifted and changed. Also, our desires. And what is really the most important thing for you now after being in all this quarantine? I read something that I thought was really interesting. Did you know that every desire is a sneak preview of a reality waiting for your arrival? Kind of a cool thought, don't you think? It's an acknowledgement that you are being prepared to receive. Just hold on to that thought. I think it's quite poignant for whenever we talk about our desires and our goals and our needs. We're all being placed where we can begin to dissolve some of our old beliefs, limiting old beliefs, our barriers, and our blockages. And for me, it's been very, very interesting having conversations with my friends, family, and clients who are beginning to dig much, much deeper into their lives and their overall purpose. I'm not going to go into it today, but I have spent a lot of time looking at what I thought my purpose was in life. I have to say it's completely shifted and changed now because of all this quarantine. I find there are just so many different aspects to keep in mind. Despite all the trauma and the drama, humanity is beginning to come together with a focused intent. I've been waiting for this. This has caused the human heart to rise and to grow collectively. Now, you're going to find that these new levels of existence, many people will not be accustomed to this, and some may even panic about how quickly things are shifting and changing. Can I tell you to just dare? I want you to dare to take a step into this new process. How do you wish this whole experience to play out for you once everything comes back to whatever normal is? Will you make those shifts and changes that are going to make your life better? What do you value in your relationships? All relationships. maybe for the first time in a long, long while, we are all dealing with how to integrate ourselves with all of humanity. Now, there seems to be a being that has presented itself and seems to be placing enough disconnect between parts of ourselves to just loosen enough of our connection that will allow each one of us to evolve forward into a new and magical way. I'm referring to this being as COVID-19. Now, I know that sounds kind of big and convoluted, but the COVID has created a separation. And because of that, it's enabling you to get off your treadmill of life and to begin to make some new directions for yourself. The isolation has created a lot of that. Throughout this whole experience, I too have lost my job. I've reevaluated my finances, my priorities. I'm even making some masks to be helpful to other people and also to create a little additional income for myself. I've also done lots and lots of reading about how to stay balanced and aligned with this whole new process. I had, like I told you, an opportunity to read a channeling from these angelic beings, and they have never steered me wrong in 25 years. These beautiful angels stated that not everyone on the planet will need to catch or experience the virus. I believe that. Eventually, a critical mass will be reached when many have shifted their awareness and evolved into the next transition. When all of this happens, the COVID may either mutate and maybe it won't be quite so harmful, or we will find many of the answers that we are all currently looking for. Many are working behind the scenes to combine different techniques and technology that will work best for the health and the well-being of all of humanity, not just a few. I'd like to share some of the information that these angelic beings gave to me. And while we're doing this, we're all watching this wave move across the world. Something that hasn't really been brought to any of our attention, at least I haven't heard it on the media, is many of the poorer countries, especially those that are receiving humanitarian aid. These are the countries that are going to be hit the hardest. This wave will continue for a time while this process spreads in many, many different directions. This life form of the virus hit the U.S. very, very hard. And much of that has to do with the way people are polarized here. However, at the same time, they've also given us an opportunity to make more of a difference than any other nation. I also think that India is going to be very close behind all of us in doing the same thing. These beings are telling us that many people who catch this virus may only show slight symptoms, and they might not even become sick. The virus is fatal, and it could be, and it needs to be taken seriously. But not everyone who catches it is going to come close to death. There is much more to this that we can work with. These angelic beings stated that they have been extremely concerned about the incredible separation we've had on our planet. It's been getting bigger and bigger, this division between people, cultures, philosophies, nationalities, instead of coming together. But the beautiful part is that this separation, I feel, is beginning to ease. People are still pointing a finger, but remember, we are all in this together, and that's the most important piece. We will see the human heart rise during all of this chaos. And when you see that sort of human love and reaching out for others, identify it, celebrate it, share it with your friends and pass it around, because that's when we will bring a resolution to everything. As light workers, healers, and energy workers, bringing people together will have great benefits. And there is real beauty that can come from all of this. This potential will expand even beyond the quarantine and when it is lifted. We're all being told to breathe and to take a walk through all of these difficulties. Support those on the front lines. They're making incredible achievements. And the only way through this is together. As we work together, hopefully, we will begin to eradicate much of this separation that has previously been existed. Whatever new choices you make from this point forward will make a huge difference. Remember to look at the ways we are alike instead of the ways we are separate. By doing this, you'll begin to bring together the human heart of mankind and that connection between heart and soul, which I think is really our purpose. We're not alone. Treat each other with respect. Nurture one another and hold each other tightly, even though we are keeping a distance. It is possible. We can do that. Humanity is awakening in mass. Hold tight to the belief that a brighter future is manifesting through all of this. We don't hear this kind of conversation. It's always about quotas and numbers, how many's died, how many's healed, and so on and so forth. But I'm moving us forward into the future a little bit. This virus has showed us how we all affect each other. So please stay connected. Now I thought it would be a special treat to play my bowls, just for a short time, to give you time to be reflective and to be that co-creator that opens the portals of change. So, with that little statement, please sit back, close your eyes, breathe, and allow the magic of the bowls to send their resonance throughout your being. Allow the beauty to center, relax, and blend all of us together. I hope you are all able to take this creative resource of new expression into your lives. We are each given an invitation to create something new. No more negotiating with life. We all tend to do that. Instead, be open. Dare to take a step forward to something new. Knowing we all have outgrown the old and we're ready to choose something different. I leave you with this question. Are you being who you are meant to be? Tomorrow is May 1st. It is a new beginning, a new month. New adventures are going to occur. I assume by the time I come back for another video, we will all be out of quarantine, at least a majority of us. If you found this to be a helpful event, please subscribe underneath so that each time I'm able to do another recording, it will come through and you'll get a little noticed. Besides, then I can know how many people are following. Thank you all so much for joining me. I bless you. I honor you. Stay safe. Find joy every single day. And namaste until we meet again. Bye-bye.